Welcome back and thank you for joining us. Sugar Sweet Georgia Puppies brings you a socialization of our newest litter of Cavapoo puppies. These guys are incredibly shy right now. They just left the nursery and they are learning the new sounds, smells, all of the differences in our quiet, calm, peaceful nursery versus our storefront where all the puppies have been vaccinated, are up to date on all their shots and dewormer, and tend to get a little rowdy. So the amount of socializing we do is based on each litter independently, and then we will go into more in-depth socializations when it comes to any timid puppies that are amongst that litter where all the other dogs have become more social, but they are still shy and timid, so we'll work one-on-one with them as need be. Right now we have about 6 different puppies in this litter, and all of them are about to be brought out so that we can walk them through all the different processes of socializing. As you can see, even though we've already put one down in the middle of the room, he hasn't left that little spot, and it's just because he is a little scared. All of the sound smells are a little intimidating, but his brother came over and grabbed him. Now they can all cuddle up and feel comfort and love from their other litter mates who are going through the same process. It is always helpful when there is a big litter that there are some with more confidence that start out really well off and show the other ones what to do. But of course, everybody gets time on their own to learn how to build confidence and be able to figure out the different emotional behaviors that everybody goes through. Some of them get up and run away really quick. Some of them will just sit in place and look around and be a little bit shy and scared at first, but ready to learn who they're willing to smell out, sniff out, and be around. Everybody just needs a little creature comfort. So right now everybody's creature comfort is their other litter mates. They're just gonna bundle up, hide together. They're gonna do everything together. That way they can all build confidence together and grow slowly but surely. We want to make sure all of our puppies are super socialized, especially more early on if we can, as early as we can get them. It really just sets a great foundation for what kind of behavior they're going to have for the rest of their life. And we want to make sure that we implement that emotional health is incredibly important. Whether that's human, animal, it doesn't matter. Everybody's emotional state matters in how they will move forward in life. So right now we're going to start off incredibly slow. I'm going to make sure that they don't have anything that they can hide away under, try and run away from me. It's okay that they don't want to crawl into my lap. That's totally fine. We just want to make sure that they aren't hiding up and bundling up underneath anything else. We're going to move very slowly, quietly, give them a little bit of adjustment time to have me in the pen with them. I know I might be big and scary to them already, but we're going to start off with a little bit of motion. Let them see and hear me, smell me, allow me to just be in their presence. It's a great way to start. We want to make sure that everybody is getting exposed to other puppies as well, other environments. This is going to give them feel like they have a little bit more control, especially in this little playpen. They can see everything, hear everything, but they are separate from anybody else. They don't have to get to know the other dogs yet. We want to start off with just them getting to know me. So some of the tips that we have for socialization is going incredibly slow. We don't want to overwhelm the puppy. You don't want to overstimulate them or anything like that. It'll just cause anxiety. We want to give them confidence. So anytime that they give a little bit closer to me, a little bit more movement, we're going to be happy about it. We're going to give them good jobs. We're going to be just encouraging in every way we can. So already we've got 2 of them have stood up. One of them's already wagging their tail and being okay with getting to smell the ball that has my scent on it. It's not too scary, something big rolling their way. It's a little scary at first, but it's not as intimidating if I were to just kind of walk over them and walk and be right there on top of them. We want to watch body language. That's a big important thing. If you're confident, they'll be more confident. If you are being a little scared and timid, they're going to get scared and timid. So watch your body language. Make sure that they understand that you will move slowly, that you are just not making a lot of noise, a lot of big movements, anything like that. We're going to be careful, give them a chance to come to me and go back and forth. and allow them to build their confidence up. As you can see, 2 of them have already gotten up, moving around, are doing well. They've already smelled the balls, come up and smelled me. That is wonderful, fabulous. So we've got our 2 more confident out of the entire litter right here. We can see who's gaining confidence and who's got to learn from their siblings and are a little more shy, but that's okay. We're gonna take the time that they need, give them new sounds, just see that that the balls are squishy, that they're not hurting anything, that they're just anytime you drop one, it just bounces a little bit, but they're understanding that that's all it does, that's okay. And then they're gonna smell it, take a nice little moment to figure out what are these things. We want to repeat, just keep repeating the exposure. So make sure that all of them, once they see the ball, smell the ball, we're gonna try and get them all the way through to playing with the ball, that they're okay with touching it, they're okay with smelling it, that they'll knock it around a couple of times. Okay, we've got another one, building up some confidence and moving over. We got our shy one over in the very back. We're gonna roll him a little ball and see if he is willing to take a sniff. Okay, good. Good thing he didn't just shy away from the ball, he didn't get up and get scared. So he's seen all the other dogs that have already played with it, smelled it, touched it, and it didn't hurt them, so he was willing to go ahead and smell around too. You can see he's getting a little bit more confident, smelling around, taking a look around. That's wonderful, that's what we want to see. Oh, we've got a wagging tail. Somebody is happy and excited. Oh, that's wonderful. We would love to see it. I'm gonna keep my hands nice and steady that she can come up and smell me. But good job. We're gonna encourage all the good things. Make sure you pair it with rewards. That's a high value difference that'll build such confidence behavior. We especially love positive reinforcement. Some people do better with negative reinforcement, but these puppies, we want happy and healthy and have a great time. We don't want them to experience any kind of negativity in this store. We want them to understand that they are always precious to us. We're gonna start off with people. We do tend to do one of our handlers, and then we'll go up to more of an adult, usually a male. We have a lot of puppies that sometimes they like women, but they don't like men. We have to work with them on that. We also allow our boss, Phil, he is the owner of Sugar Sweet Georgia Puppies. He will bring in his son, who is only about in 2nd grade. He's about 10 years old. So we've got little kids that'll come in and get to know these puppies, and they'll get to know kids. That way they're getting all kinds of different ages. We'll even change it up and make sure people are changing out their hats, sunglasses, put on different kind of things, so that if they don't just immediately recognize the person, they'll still learn that, oh, it's still that person. I just gotta sniff them, understand, make sure. Some people look so different in hat and sunglasses that it scares the puppy, so we want to get them used to all different kinds of outfits and attires that people will be out and about in, wandering through the day, especially raincoats. Raincoats, we've noticed, because of all the sounds that they make, that tends to scare the dogs, so we get used to them with that as well. Even we want to make sure they even get used to like wheelchairs, walking canes, other different kinds of uses for standard mobility. Just because it's something different, we want them to understand that different is okay. Different is always okay. We always want to try and bring it around some of the other dogs that are a little bit older, some of the ones that are more 4 or 5 months old, that are more adult-like, that have already gotten to be a lot bigger, that are fully vaccinated. It's usually the other guys in our store. It's usually a different breed and a different litter, just to give them a chance to understand the other dogs. As you can see, they're trying to hide under that little chair again, so I'll probably have to move that soon. But we're going to give them a chance to feel comfortable for themselves. We want them to feel comfortable, and they can change however they feel necessary to feel comfortable. But we want to keep encouraging them to move, to understand that it's okay to change positions, that you're allowed to move around, to find somewhere that you feel comfortable. That's okay, but we don't want you hiding. That's our biggest thing. So we're going to go ahead and move those out and give these guys a chance to get back up. They did pretty well when we moved the chair earlier, and it got them up and moving. We got our first most confident one here. Now that we've moved the chair, she came up to me. That was fantastic. That's wonderful. We love that for her. We're going to give all kinds of pets and cuddles and love. We're not going to be too overwhelming with that, though. We don't want to overstimulate again. We want to give her a chance to think that it's okay, And look at that, she crawled right into my lap. We didn't have to pick her up, force her anywhere. We didn't force anything on this dog. She is completely making these choices on her own. And now that she's crawled up into our lap, we want to hope that the other doggos in her litter will also understand that, hey, look, she's not hurt, she's not doing anything, she just walked right into her lap, and that is a comfortable, happy place to be, and she hasn't left me, she's not running away. She enjoys these little pets and cuddles and loves. So that is fantastic, and look at that, we're gonna have another one giving me a sniff. She doesn't have to crawl into my lap, that's totally okay. We have our first confident one, and that'll lead the others into more confidence as well. We want to make sure that these guys get used to different sounds and loud noises too, so we actually make sure to run the vacuum cleaner every now and then. We have some big air dryers for when we need to bathe and fluff the dogs, so those are big sounds that everybody gets used to being around in here. And then one of the things that we also want to do during socialization, it will be very, very helpful, especially down the road, is getting them desensitized now. So go ahead and once they're comfortable with you, once they're willing to crawl into your lap like this and everything like that, we want to start touching the ears, touching the body, touching the nose, touching the mouth, especially picking up the paws and pushing apart the paws and getting in between the paw pads so that they understand that these are okay. You can be touched anywhere and it's not going to be anything to be scared of. And it'll make bathing time so much easier down the line. So we want to start that off soon. We're not going to do that today just because obviously these guys are still in that socialization zone where they're not fully confident in walking up to me. This little girl is good at being touched. I'm going to go ahead and touch her ears, things like that, but I'm not going to press down on all of her paw pads yet. Not until we have a little bit more true understanding that she is strong enough to walk up to me, that it's her choice, that I'm not going to force her into anything, but I want her to be comfortable with me, happy with me, so we're going to encourage a lot of positive reinforcement here. If you are planning to work on your own socialization, we recommend that you do it in the 3 to 14 week age. That is extremely imperative that we do this early. Earlier you can get it, especially with this desensitization, the easier it'll be to train them later in life. It'll give them enhanced quality in life. It'll make training in terms of bathing, potty training, sit down, stay, all of the standard methods that you want to use. That's going to make it easier if you start on early. We're going to be able to catch any behavioral issues. Maybe these guys are a little more teething style. Maybe they walk backwards and try and run away from you all the time. No, we want to go ahead, give them proper socialization now. That way it'll reduce the likelihood that they're fearful and become aggressive because of that fear, any high spikes in anxiety that we don't want them releasing in bad ways. We want to start that early. So the goals with that are make sure that they meet a variety of people, try and introduce them to other dogs, and then maybe some cats, and then maybe other animals, up to you if you have other animals that you want them to experience now, get to understand. Dogs are technically very curious, standard kind of animal, so they're gonna want to be social naturally. We're just gonna bring that out with some positive vibes, and we're just gonna give them some new sights and sounds and do it all in a controlled environment. That way, if they do freak out, we can pause, stop immediately, give them their own confident space to feel like they can calm down, adjust, and then we'll try again later if we need to. Make sure you go slow, watch the body language continuously, and repeat these exposures a lot. They might do well one weekend, and then a week goes by and they haven't been exposed to it, and they have no idea what's going on. You have to restart the process. So you want to do it often. Make sure you continuously repeat it. That way they are always confident, no matter how long it's been since they've seen or done or heard anything that you are opening up to. And then always treats. Treat time is always the best time. Make sure that you always are giving them pets, pats, making sure that they know that they are doing well. Keep a nice, happy, energetic voice. You want them to be happy. You want them to be excited. We want them to make sure that this is good. This is a good thing. We don't want any bad things. We don't need bad tones. No, we want happy tones. Happy tones for a happy puppy. So these are some of our environments that we also try and give them experience with before we bring them into our store. So usually concrete, sidewalks, asphalts. We don't bring them around any busy streets, but we do make sure that they try to learn how to walk on the street in different grass, different fields, just get an understanding. Of course, everybody here sees 2 different vets, so they are always open to the vets. They understand what they need from them and that they just need to be standing there. We don't want you nipping around. No nipping. We just want you hanging around, and they are confident with that because we have 2 vets that come by all the time to see these guys, check their weight, check their fingers, check their nails, check their paws, check their ears, give them a nice little dental check, check those teeth, make sure everything's good. And then we, again, run all kinds of different sounds, noises around them. We play music loud, we make sounds, we whistle, yell, clap, whatever it takes just to get them understanding that they are okay. As long as it's not hurting them, sounds don't matter. It's totally fine. You can ignore them if you really need to. And then handling and grooming, again, that's part of the desensitization. We want to desensitize them on the fact that it's okay that we open up your paws, that we're looking at your nails, that we're lifting up your ears. Get them used to it early on. That'll make bathing and grooming so much easier, I promise you guys. If there's any other questions, give us a call. We want to know what would help you. We'll try and write some information in some of our videos, make some blog posts for you. We want to educate you on the best way to help your dog throughout its life. This is Sugar Sweet Georgia Puppies. We are located in Lawrenceville. We hope you enjoy our socialization time and getting to see how these dogs are slowly and confidently building up. We've got one in the lap. We've got one coming up to me that's totally okay. We are enjoying a growth right now. Look at that. That's 2 of them. We are halfway there. These guys are doing great. As you can remember at the start of this video, these guys were cowering in the corner and didn't want to be anywhere near me, didn't even want to look at me, didn't want to come up to me at all. And now they are crawling into my lap. They are happy as can be. And we are going to keep working on that and keep positively reinforcing these guys so that they are super social later in life, so that you take home a happy and healthy doggo that is so ready for any environment you might take them to. Whether that's going to be taking them home and if you have other dogs and animals there that they have to get to know, or if you're just taking them straight to the park, these guys are going to make other friends and you don't have to worry about them getting aggressive or being behavioral problems or anything like that. We are making sure that they will have a wonderful life, getting to play with other dogs, other pets, and however they feel confident. We just want to build confidence in our puppies. Thank you so much for watching. Enjoy the rest of this video. We hope that by the end, everybody will be ready to play. As you can see, in the first 20 minutes, we got everybody up and moving and out of the hidden corners and are sniffing around, taking a look. So we are getting curious, but we're gonna go all the way through to building confidence. Thank you so much. This is Sugar Sweet Georgia Puppies. We are located in Lawrenceville, Georgia. Give us a call at 678-253-4081 to meet your future happy, healthy, perfect puppy with us. Thank you so much and have a great rest of your day. Enjoy the rest of this video as well. Thank you so much. We look forward to bringing you more puppies throughout time, and we cannot wait to see these guys find the perfect happy homes to go to. Have a great day.